Okay, just to start off, this game has a lot of problems right now that a lot of them don't even make sense. And I'm going to be going over a lot of them in this video. So, to start with PvE and progression, there's a lot of problems. Firstly, when you start the game first, spinning is flawed. Why does it take you 10 seconds to get through one spin? My friend counted this. If you get 500 spins, let's say, from the codes, it'll take you 5,000 seconds to get through it all. That's 5,000 seconds, 83 minutes, or 1 hour and 23 minutes. That's insane, and I'm not the only one complaining about it, because I asked my community and friends, and this is what came up. It's crazy. On top of that, actually getting the spins through conventional means of playing the game is, you just can't do that. To start, you only get 40 spins from doing daily quests in total, right? You can do them every 16 hours, and that's the only way you can get spins, apart from codes. Like, I dare you to make an auto count and try get as 2 special grades through spinning without using codes. You just won't. Like, more than likely you won't. Some will, because of, you know, that's how luck works. But it's not, like, feasible. And if you don't think that's bad, think about this real quick. You start a game, and you get 2 common crit techniques. Do you really think you're gonna tank out 420 levels with tool manipulation and construction? I don't think you want to. So you just wait for a code. But that's not how the game should be. There should be avenues in every game mode to get spins. Whether it be a nightmare boss, a nightmare investigation, or through a ranked loot table that's separate from the investigations. It doesn't make sense. Now, also, XP gain needs to be buffed. First of, like, the story, it's not worth doing the story if you want to level up fast. You do that post-game to get your incomplete domain and maximum technique. It makes no sense. I got to max level in 3 hours using times 2 XP, Dorayaki, for a 2.25 times XP boost in 3 hours. Wanna know how I did that? I ditched the story, only did capture quests, yellow and purple missions, for 120 levels. And the kicker is the cheese is gone now. One of my friends grinded to max level by doing bosses mostly, which is probably the fastest way right now. Without times 2 XP, without Dorayaki, and it took him 20 hours. In 20 hours, I can beat Titanfall 2 3 times. How does that make sense? And on top of all that, it's not even fun. According to my friends, and some of my community, and the game's wider community, progression isn't fun. So how do you make it so that I have to spend 20 hours, or any community member that doesn't have the capture cheese? How does it make sense that they have to spend 20 hours to max out their level to just get into ranks and like have a good time? Which we're not gonna have to because the PvP is also flawed. And I'll get into that in a second. But you need to fix this. You need to improve XP gain from the story and remove the level caps from the story as well. Why is it that when I get to level 30 in the story, I have to grind 30 levels by myself before continuing on with it? It's a glorified tutorial for doing investigations and bosses and getting maximum techniques and domains, because the story's not even that good. So the things you need to change is add more avenues for spin gain, improve the story in XP gain, and removing the level caps, and also remove item caps, because the fact you can get a special grade item at level 18 and not use it till you're level like 420 is criminal. Or like level 300 for energy nature scroll or purified curse hand. You can't get energy natures or mutations until you're basically done with the story. So let's move away from this for a second. Let's go into PvP and explore why that is bad. The game's combat, when I made the video on the combat, was unironically the best it was, aside from the bugs. Recently, before release, removed flicker M1s in a way that made the game feel far slower than I imagine it was ever meant to. A Wave 3 at the time put it really well by saying that it feels like you're throwing haymakers underwater for each M1. They buffed the M1 speed slightly, but it's not the same. And because of it, it's all super clunky and doesn't feel fluid. The devs said that the flicker M1s are bad for the game because of a difference between someone that knows how to do it and someone that doesn't. But here's the thing. They were basically this game's version of M1 trading. In any game with like a lot of emphasis on M1s, you're gonna lose if you don't know how to flicker M1 trade. Not even flicker M1. If you put up someone in YPA and have them fight someone that knows the game a little more than them, let's say They're basically both in the same skill. They both have same skill, right? One knows how to do M1 trade, one doesn't. Who do you think is gonna win? The guy that knows how to M1 trade. It goes like that for any game that's like has an emphasis on M1s. It's crazy that they removed Flicker M1s, and not only that, they removed what makes the game feel fluid. Not to mention, there is no balancing team. The few wave ones that do play the PvP and suggest things on it just don't get listened to. They're not making a balancing team either, because Supernal doesn't need one, the lead balancer. Now riddle me this, do you really believe that one guy is going to make the combat mechanics the best for all 3.4 million people to have touched the game? Do you? It's not even a matter of him not being good enough as a lead balancer, it's just a matter of him being too stubborn at the game's cost, unironically. You are not gonna balance the game the best it can be for all 3.4 million people. Like, I used to glaze this game up until recently. You saw my PvP video. You saw my ready for release video. It's crazy how my opinion has shifted because of how it was recently. Like, how it came out. And there's, like, a lot of stuff on the Discord of the server that just don't make sense, but I'm not going to talk about, because I'm better than that. Like, come on. Like, I'm not crazy for saying that Flicker M1s shouldn't have been removed. Because, like, I would take them any day of the week over how the combat feels right now. I think anyone would if they had, like, an inkling of experience in combat and just knew how both versions felt. It's as easy as Control-Zing the balance changes. Let's circle back real quick, because I was going to end the video there, but I have more things to talk about now that other people have made videos on their opinions on the game. So, Eclipse in this video made a lot of good points. I agree with most of them, apart from the PvP changes. But I want to go to the progression side of things. First of all, there shouldn't be any level caps in the game at all. The story, it shouldn't level gate you for doing anything there. The bosses shouldn't level gate you. The items shouldn't be level gated. Like, especially the items. Because getting punished for being lucky is crazy. And neither should investigations. The best way to fix this, the solution for this, is to make it so that you can unlock bosses and investigations through doing the story. And to be honest, all the investigations should definitely not have a level cap, because they're literally just Control-Z. They should also just redo the XP system in general, because it is many years old, it's outdated, and it could use a touch-up. I would write a whole suggestion on how to do this if I wasn't banned from the Discord because of some silly reason. But the best way to fix progression right now is to remove all level caps in the game. Investigations, bosses, items, story. Make it so that you can unlock bosses and investigations from doing the story. Rework the leveling system. And through these changes, the story will actually be worthwhile. What all of these changes will accomplish is story will be done for progression because it unlocks bosses. Investigations will be unlocked for progression for the story. And it will make story the most worthwhile it has ever been. On top of that, you won't be level capped on anything, including your items, so you don't have to go and do some side mission to just continue playing the game. Because the fact you can get an energy nature scroll and be expected to use it 300 levels later down the line is ridiculous. Why do you have gambling mechanics in this game if you punish people for getting lucky? What anticipation will it build when knowing you cannot use a special grade that you just rolled for 300 levels? That's crazy. So yeah, that's all my suggestions on how to make progression better. And I think I'll leave it at that. I'll make a more in-depth video later so that I could actually put my thoughts into a proper form. Yeah, so that's honestly it for the video from me. For this section, I'm just going to show off the bugs that I could have reported if I wasn't banned. And obviously the bugs that made it to release. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you can break your own blue. Yeah, that's one. Oh yeah, you could just like not miss a single domain prompt and then it does a domain for you, so. Domain clashing is fucked. It's not bugged, but the way it works is fucked. Oh yeah, here, M2 plus E. I reported this 3 weeks before release. You can hyper armor if they cancel it. It's not even a bug, it's intended. It's ended. But if you get hit while you do it, it'll cancel the black flash, it'll refund all of your focus if you hit them, and you can combo start off it. This only became a combo starter after they nerfed M1 stuns.
Before then, it was okay, whatever. It's just, I don't know, chip damage. But now you can just reverse combos on people and then kill them like that. Here's another example of that. You can land Tendril. You got punished. Is this what I think it is? Oh yeah, if you're too high up or around ping and they don't make it down to you in time, you can miss your Sparks of Black Block proc out of M2 plus space. Crazy, isn't it? I die. Look. The way it ends, there's no map, I have no choice but to fall to the void. I lose a stock. I kill him anyway. That's probably all I can find for this update. Oh, yeah, there was infinite vent, but that was patched. Basically, if you got your vent filled, it will just not end. But that got patched recently. So, yeah. That's the majority of the bugs I could find.